Hey guys, this is going to be my final Harbor Freight Toolbox update, 56-inch Series 3. Also got a tool cart over here. I'm actually leaving this current job and I'm going to be going to a completely mobile position, so I won't need my box anymore. I'm going to keep it at the house and stuff, but I won't need to bring it into work, so a majority of the tools that are in here are no longer going to be in here. So I figure I give you one last go, what we built up to and what it looks like before I take it all apart. So keep the top nice and clean. It's OCD. But we'll pull out our socket drawer. So these are basically rip-off Ulsa fucking trays that are from Harbor Freight. These guys, this is Impact Quinn half-inch set. I am missing no sockets in any of my sets. If you see a blank space, it's because it didn't come with it. So I got my half-inch standard metric, and then I got my 3/8 inch standard, 3/8 metric, and then I have my Icon half-inch chrome, and then over here, this is my 3/8, and the only reason this is still in foam because I have my 1/4 inch service set over here. These are non-skipping sets. The only reason I don't have them in this tray is because these fucking trays skip, I think it's 11-30 seconds. So I had nowhere to put it in there unless I skip everything over to the one side, and then I don't know the size. It's dumb to me. So I just left them in the foam. Over here, I got the ratchet that came with it, more of an extended handle, 3/8 plus all the fixings for it. I also have a shorter handle 3/8 for getting in tighter spots. I have a half-inch ratchet in there if I got to hand jam some of this shit. And then of course I got the 1/4 inch that goes along with the set. Also have two breaker bars over here. I have a standard fixed head breaker bar, then I have a ratcheting breaker bar. I use these a lot. My extensions, I had just put these in this morning because I wanted to show you guys the full box. I normally have my extensions on one of these rails laying on the sidewall sticking outward, but I literally just didn't have the room to do that, so I had to shove them all to the side. So moving on, this is my favorite drawer by far, which is my wrench drawer. Got a nice top view of that going left to right. This is a Craftsman set, standard all the way up to 1 5/16, metric up to 24, and then this is gear wrench ratcheting. This goes standard up to 1 inch, and then metric up to 24. Going back over here, these are midget wrenches that came with this set. I got my, I think this is a 12-inch Dole, it's a Harbor Freight crescent wrench, and then I also have a 10-inch crescent wrench. Same thing, same brand. And then this is a Hart, little Walmart, but it's kind of got a kick to it, so it's like an offset wrench. This comes in handy a lot, more than you think, for a cheap wrench. Here's my Icon set of offset wrenches. I go up to 3/4 on my standard. I go up to 17 on my metric. I wish there was a little more variation. Even if I had to buy like an extension pack, I'd be okay with that, but so far they don't have something like that. I have my both sets of Crowfoot. This goes up to 1 inch on my standard, goes up to 19 on my metric. So moving on, this is gonna be my go-to hand tools. So I got this laid out. Majorities are all Harbor Freight shit, except for these. These are some Klein flush cutters. I leave a little band on here because if you don't, they open up and they hit the top of the thing. It's all your standard shit, your little nose. I got those knockoff fancy ones. These are good for like, I don't know, like pipe clamps and things like that. Some channel locks, and got some vice grips up here, knife, radiator hose thing, and the fucking shit back there. It's a Craftsman regular set plus a Quinn set in here. These kind of suck. Can't strike them with a hammer really. The shank ends right about here, and they break all the time. So I actually had a video on YouTube of me showing one of these broken, and I basically put a hashtag Craftsman in there, and one person viewed it. I normally get around 1,000 to 4,000 views, which means that somebody didn't like what I was saying, and I posted it twice, and twice in a row I only got one view, so fuck them. Little pop gun. I got my extension punches. These are fantastic. I don't care if you're not using roll pins every day. When you get something stuck in your socket, this is my go-to. It's easy. You pull it at a cant, smack with a hammer, you're done. Got the Icon punch and chisel set. My first impressions, they're not like much better than anything else that I've ever used. But that being said, whenever I crack and break one, bend it, I just go right into Harbor Freight's right down the road. They give me a brand new one. And you know what? Yeah, you can't do that with Amazon. So fuck it. And I sure as hell ain't paying Snap-on for the same quality shit. This is my Persuader drawer. Got a 4-piece Snap-on pry bar set. And then over here, I also keep my 54-inch Snap-on pry bar. And then I also have my 8-pound sledge over here. Going left to right, I forget how many ounces this is. This is well used. This is all Harbor Freight shit. And you know, besides having to tighten up a loose handle, this shit works good. I burnt this handle. I burnt the sledgehammer as well. This is a 4. This is a 3-pound. I think this is a 24 ounce, and I think this is a 16 ounce. I also got my 24 ounce mallet, and then a 4-pound dead blow. Well, this is also a dead blow. My big crescent wrench. This mostly gets used for body work. Pipe wrench, cheater bar. Gotta have a cheater bar in there. And when this drawer opens, it's because something got to get smacked. Next one down, this is my heavy duty drawer. So now I have jumbo wrenches that go starting at 1 3/8, which is the drop off from the top set, all the way up to 2.5 inches. I got some of my adapters in here. This is a 3/8, or not 3/8, a 3/4 extending handle ratchet. This is a truck service kit, so this has all your sockets you need to take any lugs off of any type of truck. It does bud wheels, also does, you can drop in 33 millimeter socket, take off any nut hanging around. They also go from standard, I think 3/4 up to like 1.5 inches. That's a 1 inch, by the way. So down here, this is my, oops, I fucked up drawer. But I got my seal kit here, so this is my seal driver. Over here, there's a 10-foot bore scope. This is my master bit set, so this has all of my Allen keys, 6-point stars, all sorts of shit. Here is a tap and die set. If I'm breaking this out, because I fucked up, this is an extractor set, kind of the same story. This is a 8-piece, what's it called, plier set, snap ring plier set. I also have a 1/2 inch torque adapter and a 3/4 torque adapter, both digital readout. This is good to 650 pounds. If you're in a shop like me that doesn't have a calibrated wrench for putting on, you know, truck tires, I highly recommend this. This is, I think it was like 60 or 70 bucks, and it's good within, I think, 2%. So just do a little higher, and that's going to save you. God forbid something happens on the road, you could say, hey, I torqued that shit down, it only cost you 60 bucks. So going over here, this is my charge drawer. I only have one DeWalt charger in here. All of the impacts and things like that, all the power tools are provided at this company, so we actually have like a bench that we keep everything at. So this is like my little personal stash, but I currently have it empty. And then over here, this is my to-go drawer. This is normally where you put all your impacts and shit. In here I have a go bag. It's an electrical unfolding bag, canvas. And then over here is my 3-piece electrical set. So my top one is going to have all my diagnostic tools. So I got leads, starter, my probe. This is a relay tester. This comes in handy a lot. I got my multimeter in here. Going one step down. These are kind of hard to open sometimes. That's the side. This is my hand tool one. This has all different hand tools, strippers, crimpers, torches. I got some shrink wrap in here because it's going to fit anywhere else. Flush cutters, screwdrivers, all the good shit. And then the last one down is going to be all of my consumables. So this has all of my different connectors. These are wire ties that have little writable surfaces on it. All sorts of different connectors, electrical tape. I got fuses in here, little lengths of wire for fixing shit. Relays, inline fuses. I got a few switches in here, some terminals, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So This box has served me very well. You could fit quite a lot of shit, and if I really wanted to, I could cram even more in here, but I like to keep it pretty neat, and I tend to only buy what I need. But yeah, I just wanted to give you one last look at this before I take it all apart. Good luck, guys. Keep on wrenching.